Hey, what's up, fam? It's been a while since I've done a theory video, but I wanted to get this out there just because it was something that crossed my mind and it's something I've been thinking about. Though, obviously, let me tell you, first off, this is a fan theory. This isn't some concrete proof thing. It has a lot to do with just kind of some things that I've thought about and I think that make sense, as well as my still firm belief after Hiro Mishima's announcement when he was referring to his collection of his work as Mishima World, that he might actually potentially, obviously this is just a theory now on a theory, that he's going to connect his series together. And when I say that and you're listening, obviously, like I said, theory, just don't take it anything beyond a fan's ability to look at some things and think, maybe. As well as spoilers will be ahead, so if you're not caught up on any of these manga, you're not caught up on Eden Zero or Fairy Tail, be careful because spoilers are ahead. Luckily, you can't get much for Eden Zero with this panel. So I'm just giving you that before I go on with this whole kind of theory of how things are. The base idea, and as I said, this is the last warning for spoilers. Leave now if you don't want any. My theory that the chronophage, when you look at it, is that it is in some way Acnologia, and let me go over kind of the reasons why I think that. And from obvious answers, after he ate the space in between time, he gained some form of time space magic that transcended him above where he was before, being so powerful that he was able to directly just punch a hole in what is space and reality and shatter like glass. And he was talking about how he's evolved past what he was before. He's become something beyond himself. Now he's supreme, as you're saying, something before where he was, even though he was a king, even though he was the most powerful person on the planet. Now you didn't see really there be much of a doubt, something beyond even what he was before, a whole new type of being. That even this time magic, it's not even really just like something like Ultir where he ate some magic based or time based magic. It's more of time itself, and that it's so hard for even him to control, and it was just so otherworldly to him. It was very odd. It didn't seem kind of like Agnology in a sense, but we got a lot from it that I don't think a lot of people really think a whole lot about, especially when he was defeated and he didn't just kind of fall over dead. He like crumbled away. He decayed in this gap between time that he controlled. Now, it was very odd at that point because at that point we know from certain other things that someone like Ultir, when she used Lost Ages and gave up her time, that she ended up kind of existing between time itself. Like the time that she was subtracted from her now exists kind of merged with time. So if time is stopped or meddled with, or there anything kind of creates something like this, or you're existing outside of time, that she is there. She has kind of become almost like I would say some form of I don't secretary for time. I don't know what word to say. It's someone who just kind of represents it, and maybe the character in Eden Zero that we know that talked to the readers a little bit a couple chapters back. I don't remember her name off the top of my head. She was she had like a Chinese name, but maybe that had to do with it. Maybe anyone who uses something like Lost Ages kind of ends up in that position. But not only that, someone like Acnologia, say he died within this moment, this realm in between time that he's kind of consumed and integrated into himself, that he's scattered throughout time. And I mean, really, when you think about it on top of it, like what else when you are seemingly maybe at that point a time dragon, and you're not just that, a time dragon slayer, what are you going to keep doing? You're going to go around eating your own attribute. In his case, time. He's going to go around just indiscriminately going loose, eating time that he can, and just trying to, fill his hunger, that kind of dragon slayer hunger that they get towards their attribute at times. It's a theory that I have, and I think it might end up a perfect way to connect a lot of his other series by putting them all on the same time period. Like you could reverse time using the chronophage on planets and have it so even though if you look at the clocks like, or the calendars, just in Rave Master, Fairy Tale, and Eden Zero themselves, that they all exist on a similar calendar X and then three numbers, and then seemingly if they're the same as Rave Master, after 999 they reset to 000. But you could have the chronophage make it so they all exist at the same time by eating the time on planets. There's all sorts of things you could do. But I'm wondering at this point of what exactly could have happened to Acnologia that could have led to this, where uh, all the things that kind of could make sense. The aspect of him eating enough time to really adapt from being more of a magic dragon to a time dragon, as well as what we know about what happens when there's too much meddling and manipulation of time itself. That seemingly that it has some effect on you. You become part of it. There's aspects to it that really could be looked at and then compared to other events in the series, like I said with Ultir and Lost Ages, that it all kind of it makes sense. It's not 100%, it's not guaranteed, but if that's how it goes down, then there's definitely going to be aspects of it that you can look at and say, "Oh, I see that now. These things connect. It works in a specific way. It easily is understandable and explainable to do this. Will it be this way? I don't know. The Chronophage could just be some giant space monster. It could be Acnologia, for all I know. I just kind of look at it, see some similarities that could be there, but don't necessarily, automatically mean it just because I can see them because I'm a fan and I can, I can try and connect the dots to fixate on all these potential linked worlds and connected series that I would like, but it doesn't have to happen. But anyway, tell me what you think in the comments below. Do you understand what I'm saying? Do you kind of get it? Does it? They kind of look at it and say, yeah, like that kind of makes sense. That'd be pretty cool if they do that. Or you just say, no, I don't like that. I don't agree with exactly what it is you're doing. I mean, really, what is it going to be after that point? If you become like a transcendent dragon, almost god outside of time itself? I don't know. Well, I mean, living up to this, it kind of makes sense. You kind of see it as him just kind of ascending time and just becoming a creature like this. But I don't know, whatever. But anyway, tell me what you think about it. If you like these kind of videos, I'm gonna do some more theories. It's been a while since I've done some theories. I'm gonna try and do some, try and get some more conversations going. But otherwise, if you like this kind of content, especially like fairy tale, I'm a big fairy tale fan, and I enjoy talking about the series. And I do reviews on it and other series like it, as well as just other series in general that I think people would like that I enjoy. But otherwise, yeah, like I said, if you like this, like and subscribe. Check out the other videos, and everyone who's already subscribed, appreciate it. But otherwise, thank you very much for listening. Bye.